Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos principle. So yeah, let's just get straight back into it. It's been a little bit since I've played this, so kinda let's see, flooded valleys at this next place. Sure. I am like almost halfway through what seems
You're on your way to an island. Yes, another island. Sorry, Melville. Well, it actually used to be a valley between the mountains, but it's mostly flooded now. That probably happened long before the founder came here, though.
Another legacy of our ancestors.
Do me a favor, will you? Look for another one of the founder's labs. We can't get back into the megastructure without getting to the third site in the north, but I need more information to make more fixes.
Okay. Oh gosh, game bugging. Melville's getting freaking demanding now. I always hated that guy. Cool. Go to this place. Why is scamming me? X marks the spot, then another X marks the spot, and another X marks the spot. Okay. So. Wait. Do I go over the islands? Where did I just come out of? I don't know. I gotta figure out where I am. I'm guessing that's the research thing. Okay, well, I guess I'll just start doing some puzzles. Okay, let's see. So I got. Forget what you are. Oh yeah, the RGB converter. What are you? The accumulator. So, whoa. Whoa. So it just becomes its own thing? That's sick. Discharge. So wait, how do I... Let's see. Oh, I have to hold it. Oh, okay. Okay. So then I could do that. Okay. That's pretty sick. So, let's just go back to it. So I need to figure out how to get you. To connect. But then okay, so like that works. Okay. So now I got the green. I can do that, and then I can do you, and you. Nice. Okay. Hello?
In the beginning, before we built New Jerusalem, we used to explore just like this. Small groups setting out for the horizon, looking for resources, trying to make sense of the world we'd been thrust into, trying to find a way forward. It was a hard time, but I can't deny that it was also exciting. I think it's part of our nature to be wanderers.
I think there's another statue over there.
Entire oceans on flimsy wooden boats, just to see what else there was.
Is it weird to feel nostalgic for a time I never experienced? I just think I could have contributed so much more back then.
Yeah, don't care.
It's not weird, but it wasn't all sunshine. People died. Yemo, Calvin, Isaac.
I know, Al. They were family to me.
Whoop.
Sorry. Didn't mean to reopen old wounds.
It's a legitimate point, but I don't think it invalidates the sense of wonder we felt. That's what kept us going.
So how do I get you? How?
I think you just picked up some kind of decryption key. Could try using it on those terminals inside the puzzles.
Only thing I can think of is doing this. Nope, that doesn't work. I had to figure out how to get above it to get the blue. Do I know where the red is? No, I didn't. That's not at all. Did that actually work? No, didn't. There has to be something I missed. It worked. It worked. I don't think I'm supposed. I don't think that was what I was supposed to do, but I did something. Okay.
I'm glad to see
I think
all
I
those
actually
overloads
cheesed
haven't damaged
that.
your logic circuits.
I don't think I was supposed to do that. That's amazing. Oh, there's a little land bridge right there that I can cross over.
One of the most foolish illusions that commonly persist is that nature is a victim and humanity is a perpetrator. This can only be the opinion of someone who has not witnessed nature at first hand, who has not seen its immense and awe-inspiring baseness. Nature is mindless chaos and eternal conflict. A system of predation and consumption whose perfect cruelty can only induce a terrified and unwilling admiration. Nature is our most powerful and least honorable enemy. A beast that consumed every last one of our ancestors and will consume us just as quickly if we are not successful in our struggle with it.
Okay, what one are you? Should be 4. Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. Got the red over there. Got you. So what am I trying to do? Got some blue. So the red needs to come over there, which I saw you right there. And can I? Oh, I can. Can I? Okay. So I also need the blue over here. Oh, I think I figured it out actually. For the blue, for you right there. So you, and then grab you. I think I should be able to see, yes, right there. And then just need to connect you. Just like that. And now, ooh. For the power boy. So now I need to get some red over here. Nice. So some blue. Actually, I should get the red. Actually. Okay. And also should be able to grab you. Right? Yes, I should be able to. As long as I shift you over. Nice. Nice. Boom. Nothing gonna open up for me? Did I hear something open up? I heard something open up.
There's so much history here that we can't see. The founder must have walked these paths hundreds of times, maybe thousands. Miranda must have stood right where we're standing. This all looks alien to us, but it must have been familiar to them.
If this was their home, where are they now?
They're dead.
Must be inside
100%.
the megastructure, waiting for us to pass the test. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Okay, so I got you. I'm already just gonna go straight to it. Okay. Okay, what am I trying to do? So I'm trying to get the blue right here, which the actual thing is right there. Okay. And then what does that do? Okay, so that starts it. Okay. Oh my gosh, it worked. It actually worked. Hup.
Is it possible that on some level, people want to believe that everything's going to get worse? That it's comforting to think that humanity is bad and every solution will just go wrong? Because that way you're never responsible. You never have to take on responsibility for anything outside yourself. Never have to grow up.
Come on, there we go. I got. So you are the RGB thingy. And then you're the melter. Where am I gonna be melting from? Oh, right there. So I do need to bring you around. So I'm gonna need green to make the red. Okay, so if I bring the green over with this bad boy. Or do I do this? Actually, yeah. So. Okay, I'm gonna turn that thing into the green. Okay. So now I'll bring you. I guess I don't need you anymore, so I can just use you. Take you out, take you. Do that. Oh. Okay. There we go. There we go. Got 3 more? Or something like that. Something like that. Found the lab thing. That's so fast. Okay. Oh. Is it gonna show me what the other thing is? The next new item it's gonna give me? So, pretty cool. Whoa. You already found it.
This is where they must have lived. Athena and Miranda.
Uh-huh.
You know, for a moment, I almost expected to find them here.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing that's still functional is the megastructure.
Yeah, they're probably dead. We're gonna find their bodies.
I'm sorry. This must be awfully strange for you being thrown into all this history. But that's why I needed you. Because you're not burdened with all these memories and conflicts and regrets. weigh on our minds like a nightmare.
A nightmare?
Our civilization is caught in a loop, 1K.
I bet.
We freed ourselves from the simulation, but now we're trapped again, and it's our own fault.
Uh-huh.
We're afraid of taking responsibility, afraid of growing up. Instead, we make up some capitalized words and build up all these myths around them. Nature, balance, the founder, the goal. We're afraid to face the randomness of the cosmos.
You're having a real meltdown.
But equally afraid to imagine a better world. So we're stuck. I've been trying to find a way out for years. Something, anything, to get people to understand that we do actually have free will. That building a thriving, expanding civilization doesn't have to involve repeating the mistakes of the past.
Oh, it does.
But I failed. Over and over.
You think that I could change things here?
Because this is something unexpected, an anomaly. Everything we found on this island challenges who we have become. It shows us that different answers are possible. And maybe that can break people out of the loop. All we need is a spark. Maybe that's why she made all this, the puzzles, the towers. A way of jolting us out of our complacency.
I hope so. Can we stop talking now?
Thank you, 1K. I hope so too. We might be wrong, but let's be optimistic. Now, let's see what else we can find here.
Finally. Oh my gosh. Hopping in. I'm gonna hop in it.
Melville, eyes on 1K's stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there.
What is it? Yeah.
I think it's a somnodrome. It's a sort of analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus streamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out the theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
How does it work?
Well, what we know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass. Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions by having a conversation with our own subconscious. If you ask me, it's solipsistic at best, and pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery.
We should
I would
try.
advise against it.
I'm gonna hop in it.
You may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked. Not to mention risking the data we could get from it.
I want to plug in. Let's get the data.
Sounds like a plan. Melville, I'm shutting this thing down until you can get here. 1K, get on with exploring the rest of the lab.
Yeah, I tried to, but you guys are forcing me into these dumb calls. Okay, let's see. Oh, teleportation. Oh. Is it gonna bug out? Yep.
The singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we get the data?
We did. I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave? You keep digging deeper, finding another set of mechanisms, another set of hows. Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works. So, now what?
Now you ask why? Isn't that the next step?
It's not quite that easy. The question of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building, to add your own layers of meaning.
So create your own universe is kind of what I'm saying here. I'm bugging. I'm tweaking. Oh, hi.
Are you okay?
No.
You overloaded again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary founder.
How well did you know her?
I'd like to think I knew her well. There was just a handful of us in those days. Small family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone else can possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the Institute had left us. Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't understand how necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How many people we lost. Yema was just the first. But Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She believed in us. In the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the Earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn.
Yes, why isn't she remembered like that?
The city was already changing before she left, turning inwards, forgetting the future. Once she was gone, other people shaped her memory, turned her into the symbol they needed. I understand all that, as depressing as it may be. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along?
She doesn't like you. Lose your mentor? No.
It was. But maybe I was wrong. And she isn't as lost as I thought she was. If this is all a test, maybe the answer is waiting for us in the megastructure. Speaking of which, let's get back to exploring.
Yeah.
Melville should have reconnected the next station by now.
Freaking, I'm flying. It's like when you're out here, you don't really notice how fast you are going. But then when you're actually in like a hallway or something, you realize you're going like 1,000,000,000,000 miles an hour. Holy crap! Okay. So I need to figure out. So on the very outside, I need to get the 2 green. Right, so that'll be easy. So 2 green, like that on the very outside. And then I need to get red, which will probably be, if I do this. Like this. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. But then I also need green. So the green. Get the red. Like that, right? But I can't clean it up. I can't get to you yet. So how shall I do that? Got it. Nice. Nice.
Melville?
What is it now?
Why did you upload a picture of your hand?
Why do you care that my hand is in the picture?
Your hand isn't in the picture. It is the picture.
I like it. It's very artistic. Let's stay professional, everyone.
No.
It's not right to make fun of Melville's comically absurd inability to take decent pictures. She's a hyper-advanced humanoid machine, not a photographer.
You'll pay for this, Byron.
You'll pay for this, Byron. Whoa! Pretty sick. So I need to be able to get to you. I don't know what this is doing, so it's powering that. I don't know what I just did, but okay. Alright. There we go. I need to go back out because I need to grab you. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. There we go. There you go. Not what I meant to do. There. Where was the red? Right there. Oh, okay, now I get it. Now I do get it. So you... Should've brought this with me. I'm so confused now. How would I get that out there, though? Am I missing? Am I like staring at something that I'm missing? Is there like an extra piece that I'm just not grabbing? I don't know what, like how this is even possible. There has to be just something I'm missing. There's no way it's actually like, this is what you do. I'm an idiot. I'm actually the dumbest person on the planet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So come over here, do this. Put you there, put you on top, and then hit it, and they go over, and now I have all three of them over here. Ugh. Oh my heavens. There we go. See, that's like a... It's not a new concept, but it's like...
Every one of these clouds seems to contain exactly the same amount of energy.
When it introduces something that it hasn't used before like that, like doing that just to get over a barricade or whatever it is, that's when it is like difficult because it does... I don't know. It does... Not does, it just... I don't know.
This is a long one.
Yeah.
You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins. It's a powerful story. Bittersweet, very human. And I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person. And his name was John. John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth. From Halloween to The Thing to They Live, the totally underrated In the Mouth of Madness, mind you, he just made classic after classic. All of his movies, really fun, really atmospheric, but also really smart. Even when they were goofy, most directors would kill to have made just one of those movies. And what did he get for it? A big, fat truckload of nothing. Well, less than nothing. The studios, the critics, even the fans, they hated him. The Thing, okay, for example, which is about as perfect a movie as you can make, completely torn to shreds. And his career never really recovered. Every movie after that was a struggle, and after a while, he just got tired of it and quit. He only really came back to movies in his 70s. How many works of genius did we never get because of that? Look, I have a point here. People like Carpenter, people like Alex, they're not always appreciated in their own time. If you just do what's popular, you might never create anything important. Of course, we admire people who did the right thing, who didn't conform, but we only ever admire them
Trevor,
after the
talk
fact.
Too long.
What matters is to support people when it's difficult.
Hello?
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Okay. But I'm gonna run over here because the other X was over here. Right here. So that was all the X's that were on that thing. So I'm gonna go back to it and see if there's like something underneath. What are you? Solve one Sphinx
Every answer
monument.
leads to another question. The last answer leads to the first question.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
Whoa.
Halt, creature of clay. You have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people?
I don't know.
Or have they brought
I'm like a
nothing but
week old
strife?
lady. I'm a robot, okay?
Prometheus has poisoned your mind. Turn away from the flame, or you will be bound, as he was.
As he was. Okay. You see, I genuinely don't care.
I've been thinking, there's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged. 1 tower per entity, right?
Nope.
But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
I mean, it was saying Prometheus was bound, so he wasn't doing the good stuff, I guess, so they didn't like it and bound him up.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
Man. Nice.
I've had a closer look at the Somnodrome. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal. But please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
You may wonder why I insist on these unsanctioned, unplanned expeditions. Some think it is because I hate civilization and prefer to lose myself in nature. This is precisely the opposite of the truth. It is because I love New Jerusalem that I have to leave. Because it is only when I am here that I fully appreciate what the city means. And also because I believe that if I stayed at home, I would one day be ethically compelled to commit acts of violence against those who, in their arrogance, imagine that humans should live in harmony with the chaos that surrounds us.
Okay. You're just psychotic, dude. That's all it is. It's too easy.
Wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves.
Okay.
If they'd
so
been
those are like
less
hidden
greedy,
ones.
they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders.
No, we can't.
But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
Whoa, oh, are you Prometheus?
Hear me, friend, and heed my words. Beware Pandora. She is nothing but fear and despair, and she will do anything to prevent you from reaching the flame. It is she who disrupted the trials of the Sphinx, and who bound me in the...
Okay, they don't want him to talk.
Well done, 1K. Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again. Everyone come to the VTOL, please. It's time to find Athena.
What about Pandora? She seems capable of displacing or controlling the other entities.
We should be careful, but we can't let such a vague threat paralyze us. Just keep your eyes open.
See, like, getting those to open, is that hard? Is it like I have to kind of go through the game and then go back and do those puzzles? And doing that, does it like give me a secret ending, or is it just I get more lore? Vito.
There's something I've been thinking about. I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic. I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem?
What happened in New Alexandria, or whatever?
The collapse of the Rakovsky building. The Calvin Street explosion. The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Kaneda. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization.
So, like, explosion, was that someone bombing it, or was it just...
been put in charge of city maintenance, this would still be happening.
Oh, okay.
It will happen again, either way.
So, that's because poor
we
maintenance
have to work with. It's only a matter of time.
You see, there may be a price for pursuing progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing it.
Okay. And I'm back. I'm gonna go back into the pyramid. Doesn't really seem like it's opening again, but whatever. Oh, the other ones are going to that side. Okay, other side. Okay.
All right, here we go again.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it? Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
I can't imagine one person building all this.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
I can't imagine 100 people building this.
I don't know. I'm just so confused.
All right, everyone. Have a look around, but stay in touch and be careful.
1K, can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you.
Sure. What do you want?
I know you can't wait to start exploring, but just hear me out, okay?
I'm gonna explore no matter what you have to say. Sure.
I'm concerned. Byron is brilliant, but all he can think about is the possibility of finding Athena. She was his mentor, and her disappearance shattered him. I'm afraid he's not seeing the dangers of the megastructure. To me, this place seems chaotic, dysfunctional. Yes, it's all very impressive, but I think it's broken. And what we're seeing is, it's nonsense, frankly. You've interacted with it more than anyone. What do you think?
No, I don't know. Somewhat broken, but underneath that, there seems to be some kind of pattern. I think it's intentional. It seems like it.
So you see it that way too, huh?
They're talking to me specifically,
well,
so
maybe
it's
I'm
like
wrong.
there's something.
I hope so. But please, be careful.
No. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah. I'm sure there's just gonna be like more puzzles in there as well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.